So what am I saying? Well, it would be more personal for Jesus to forgive his own wife rather than some stranger's wife of adultery, right? Right. Though still isn't the point, though. If they're asking him if they should stone her or not, as the law says, what did he say anyway? Forgive her, forgive her. So they caught her in the very act. She was having sex with someone silly. Right. So what was the final verdict, though? Forgive her, forgive her. I don't condemn her. Right. Even if it was his own wife or another man's wife they brought to him for some strange reason, like it's even his business in Judaism, right? Which is a whole different religion from Christianity. Fool. When are you going to understand that? And even the Christians are playing games with Judaism, right? When they changed this from wife to woman, right? No, they're not the same word. No. There's two different words. One is used in Matthew of Mary herself. No. So someone's lying to you that the word doesn't mean wife. When it does, when it does. It's not usually translated woman. Either. It calls her both a wife and a woman, I know. But if it uses two different Greek words, it's conveying two things, right? One, she's the wife, caught in the act of adultery, and she's brought to Jesus, who must therefore be what? Her husband. Like I asked you, do you bring me another man's wife caught in the act of adultery? Is that my business? No. Are you even using common sense, Catholics? Are you siding with a church that seems confused about the Greek, though they're Italians? Hmm. Uh oh. In fact, Latin is a different language than Greek, right? In fact, the Greek the disciples use is more based on the Septuagint. By the way, than the Greek language itself too. I thought I told you that already, huh? It's Hebrew Greek. And there's only one word they changed in the Greek. And that word is shad, which should be mastoi in Isaiah 60:16, and not riches. Of kings, right. It also says you shall suck as Jesus's mother gave suck to him from her pap. By the way, a singular there, not plural. Mm-hmm. But see, I'm not at war with you ladies. I'm trying to work with you too. Even if you go gay or straight or whatever or bi or all that too. Mm-hmm. Celibate too, right? You ain't gotta have sex with a man or a woman for that matter. Don't they can't get crazy on your butt either. Right. And don't think a woman can't cheat on another woman either. You can cheat on anyone. That's the problem too. Don't pretend you can't. And all it takes is you to piss somebody off. Sometimes too. Mm-hmm. Right. But you can't tell when something is sarcastic either, can you? All right. See, I can't stop someone from cheating on me. No one can. No one can. You're just going to or not.
Tell you a little bit about.
Why? Because I think I'm one of the two witnesses? No. You think I'm trying to tell you you can't cheat on me or have sex with another man? I never said that. Mm-hmm. What am I saying? No. That would be a harsh punishment if God was to stop us from cheating on each other by sealing your vaginas and making men impotent. Wasn't it? Right. Mm-hmm. Just for cheating on each other. Though if a man has that problem, I know some men do and some men don't, right? Right. I don't. Mm-hmm. But if I know someone who does, I'm not going to try and rat them out. Mm-hmm. Right? In fact, the only reason I know about somebody else is they were doing something when someone called and he put it on speakerphone. I still wouldn't have said nothing unless it's getting weird around him about it either, normally. True, true. He knows his name. He knows his name. But either break up with me or let me find another girlfriend. What part of that don't you understand? Right. Whether we have premarital sex or not ain't your business. Is it? If you had it with me, I can't have it with her too. Is that the problem? Do you think God would strike me dead for it when he's not? No. Or I wouldn't have been able to have the sex with you and move on and move on. And so what? I followed you home or you followed me home? This is not your home, Sheena Johnson. This is my home. I was raised here. Well, that shows how wrong you were then if you thought I was going to follow you to Minnesota or St. Louis or something. Ain't that where you said you were from? Mm-hmm. Nope. Never intended that. Even after I told you I'm one of the two witnesses, right? I don't know what you're talking about. Why do you think I keep asking you if I don't know the answer to something? A question. I'm asking you, did someone else write you from my ship or something in a different way than I did, right? Because the one thing I'm trying to explain to you is I only wrote you handwritten letters. I never typed any letters to you. And I don't think you're able to get past whatever they said in those letters to you. I don't even know what it was. But honey, anyone can read the Bible and take stuff from the Bible too, and call you all sorts of names, right? But it don't mean I did. I don't normally do that with a lot of people. Oh no. But it's my roommate, right? And again, right? I know. If you're talking about when I was in A school, right? Or Snipes Castle, my roommate was African. Male. Both at Snipes Castle and in A school. I don't know. Or, and he took the top bunk and I took the bottom. too. Whatever. I know. I don't remember. But we were there the whole time. He didn't launch a complaint against me. Oh no. Nope. So I must be able to get along with an African male, right? So why couldn't I get along with an African female? Why would I call you the N word when I didn't really call him that either? I didn't. No, I didn't. If that's racism now, it would be racism then, wouldn't it? Unless he knew the way I was talking to him was how we all talked about it then in the 90s. Now, when you're talking to someone and using the N word, even if it's a male or a female, there's a way to do so as you talk to another person of the same color, right? The word is to describe your skin color anyway. It's the whole purpose of the word. It was originally the Portuguese form of black. But because of slavery, I know, it was also sometimes used derogatory, right? Okay, and became kind of wrong to use it, right? The way they used it, right? But even the slaves would sometimes use it on one another, right? Right? Like in the rappers, right? They use the same word, right? To show you what they're coming from. They also call each other the N word, right? Okay, that's what I'm talking about, though. Now, if you getting along with someone, you don't even use the N word. And even if you aren't getting along with someone, you don't resort to it automatically either. But I can't tell you he wasn't. If one of my relatives was in the KKK, at least I'm honest about it. I'm not. Do people even give you that? Would be the point. Would be the point. But who doesn't know it in America? And everybody does. Everybody does, right? Even my shipmates would know it. But that's why I asked you the question: is this in a typed handwriting? Okay. Once you got a typed letter, did you quit reading all my letters? Right. Another question, and the first derogatory one they sent to you, right? By the way. Well, why do you think I tried to tell you also in some of our last letters and kept writing you handwritten letters, even when I was in Portsmouth? Ask Marybelle, what did I write her letters in? Handwriting. I didn't type up any letters because I didn't have a typewriter. And plus, I'm a C plus student in typing, right? What do you think I'm trying to explain to you? And why do you think I'm asking you these questions repeatedly, right? Well, you can't seem to let me go either. And whoever's interfering with my dating life now, that's the problem. That's the problem. And you're not letting me move on from you. And nor do I know we are or aren't together anymore. And that's not right. That's not right. Either. What do you mean? A person, if they know something, ain't going to ask you repeatedly, what are you talking about, if they don't know it. Or if they do, right? But I can't convince you of something I don't even know what was said, right? In those letters to you. Well, does Sheena sound like a white woman's name or a person from Africa's name? Okay, my shipmates, if you wrote me using your name, Sheena Johnson, right, in the return slot, USS Shenandoah, whatever your FPOA is, and all that, right? I forgot your ship's whole number, which is part of it too. Right? But again, if you have your return address and my address, right, which is the USS Saipan and LHA2, right, FPOA, whatever the New York, New York, right, right. I think, and then the zip code, right? This is how you write all ships, right? So if you have your address in the top corner in your name, right? And you send it to me, right? And I send you a return letter, right? Or I'm writing you too, right? And my letters are handwritten letters. Yet suddenly you get, out of the blue, you get a typed letter from me. But it's not like the other letters. Say it's different, right? It says something real nasty to you. Why didn't you think, or why did you assume that was me changing my type of writing to you anyway? I don't know. First question. I'm asking. I don't remember. Even writing you typed letters. Only handwritten letters, right? I'm also sending you Bible studies like a Christian would send another Christian he's dating, right? And they're handwritten Bible studies too, right? From Pastor Davis's Bible study collection, which I had gathered when I was going out to his church, right? Now, I never sent you a negative letter until the prophecy to protect us both from being raped. By the way, either. That was in August, around your birthday, remember? I sent you a watch with the prophecy in it. But see, but then I thought that would curse it. So I took the watch back, tried to give it to my mom, and then I sent it to Marybelle. Right. There's a reason for that too, right? Right. Because I was regifting it, right? I know. Well, why did I send it, Mom? Because it was just on the freaking shelf and you didn't wear it anyway. That's why. It's not like you were wearing it. I know. And see, I'm confused by Marybelle, Daphne, and Sheena combined, right? Again, right? They're confusing me, not me them. Huh? Or I know I'm confusing them because I'm being confused by my church and the shipmates, right? And trying to figure it out, right? As I go along, I'm being shown all this on the ship too. The Gnostic Gospels I learned in the Navy, right? And they're the ones who talks about Eden differently, right? They're the ones who talks about Adam being done as a boy by the angel Nas, which N-A-A-S is how they spell his name. How do you spell Satan's name? S-A-T-A-N? Mm-hmm. So this is N-A, no T-A-S. Mm-hmm. S-A-T-A-N. So Adam was treated like a boy by Nas, the angel in Eden, who assumed human form and was the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Right. That's in your Gnostic Gospels if you happen to read them. Right. But I didn't know about that until the shipmates told me and showed me the Gnostic Gospels. Uh-oh. But I knew what it meant. Hey, wait a minute. That means one was good, one was evil, one was evil. One was marriage with Eve, and one was adultery with Satan, right? Even with Adam being treated like a boy. Which that means something if you're using the hidden Greek form used in the Gnostic Gospels, right? The reason they're using that writing is because, again, it's part of the seven seals. And they're still confused about what the disciples taught them, but they're trying to bring it out a little bit more, right? Now, the Gnostics are also competing with a group called the Orthodox, right? But they're more competing for converts, right? And they're both teaching two different forms of beliefs, right? The Gnostics seem to want you to more question and seek the knowledge from the Old and New Testament, and the knowledge of God. That Hosea says, "My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge," and lack of knowledge, lack of knowledge. That's why Satan is able to destroy you. You don't know what you're supposed to know to be saved, right? And that's why you die. But that's also why Jesus was buried and resurrected for you. Mm-hmm. Now, if Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are resurrected, right, and Jesus was too, ain't they before Jesus, right? Yet he said they too were resurrected. How? The word replenish, right, means that, since, again, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are after the fall, after the earth was replenished, right, up to day 6, which would be 66,000 years. 12 times 6 is that much, right? And God keeps making it as it was new, I know, from the beginning, right? And up to day 6 replenishes it, right? Back to the same state it was before the fall. The same players play the same role every time, right? Right. So what happens then, right, is even Jesus and Satan are remade, right? Reformed, refashioned, right? By God, who made it all in the first place, right? Even up to the fall. So if you do it all up to the fall and you replenish everything, right, and it goes on from the fall till now, and you keep having to do it, even Abraham, Isaac are repeatedly resurrected since the beginning of the earth. If the scientist thinks it's 44 billion years old, right, Divide that by 66,000 hypothetically, and everything would seem the same every time God replenishes it if he keeps making it as if you do. As it was the first time he did it as well. But if it's 44,000 years or 66,000 years or 12,000 years or whatever, right? We don't know. We don't know. How long? Plus, with the way the scientists are dating the Earth, they're finding things that don't add up back to 6,000 years. Even the pyramids are older than 6,000 years, they think. Well, if that's all you have, then the culture must be a little off, right? So, how do you know that, right? Well, the Bible says so as well. A day can be as 1,000 years, right? Yet, Adam lived 930 years. That's 70 years shy of 1,000, right? Yet he sinned on day 7, right? 70 plus 1,000, 70 from 1,000 is 930 as well. So the question is, did Adam sin on the 7th day in the 70th year of the 7th day, right? Of that 1,000-year day, right? If so, that means 70 and 930 is 1,000 for day 7, right? But one passage talks about the day being reduced to 120, right? Years. And John talks of 10 days of tribulation, which is 10,000 years. And it's been 6,000 years since the fall, according to the Christians and the Jews. Like I said, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I know. Again. But what is a double standard anyway? Do I hold anyone to a higher standard or a lower standard? No. I make mistakes the same as every other man. If I married as premarital sex with Sheena Johnson and she freaked out over me being one of the 2 witnesses, I guess. That's something I'm brought up in the letters too, right? I don't know if that wasn't the issue, right? And she got superstitious about it, right? Like I can't have a girlfriend have premarital sex with her. Like Samson didn't do that, by the way, honey. I know. Well, we don't even know if Elijah was married or not, but he is associated with a widow who had a son and raising the son from the dead. Could Elijah just have been a widow? But a male widow? Why is that part of his ministry anyway? I know. But he raised the boy from the dead, right? All right, and the woman didn't die as well, right? All right. But he brought her son back to her. Right? Right. But he couldn't bring back his own wife and son. Right. But maybe he wanted to see them in heaven, and that's where the fiery chariot comes in. And the tornado. Read it. Because I'm just showing you what I'm watching. Hello. Blackish. So Saturday Night Live has a special. The Amazing Reads. And I can see your voice, right? Yvette Nicole Brown, Bob Saget, and Pat Monahan. Oh, I can see your voice. There's got to be a morning after. I'm doing it different. There's got to be a morning after. But see, you wearing that? I'm gonna notice something. I care you. Oh, what skin color you are? I'm gonna notice that. Leopard print. Leopard print. But see, I'm not gonna do nothing about it. I think it looks good. I think it's hot, right? But see, that's the point. Am I trying to have sex with someone I don't even know, or am I just acknowledging she looks good in her outfit, right? See, that's the point, too, right? How far am I taking it to? Am I saying, ooh, those are nice Kens? I think this one's about.
that we talk about these things together. It was an emergency, and you should be thanking. Drake, you just blew up.
Trey and Baum found out that Diane has a secret social media account.
With Diane.
Mm-hmm.
We need to talk to her. Teenagers think they're grown today, and they're not. All right, my mother came down hard on me, and it worked. You're terrified of your mother. All black men are terrified of their mothers, bro. That's how that works.
No, perfect love casts out fear. Perfect love casts out fear. Now, even that looks nice, right? That looks decent, right? But does that mean, right, you're not going to find her attractive or unattractive one way or the other? Is it a crime to? No. Is it a crime if I don't know her to find her sexy? No. Or you're being too religious? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Are you saying I, as a grown man, cannot desire a female? All right. Well, the Bible never said that. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. No. What the hell? That's a fish head soup, right? Oh.
Just feel the spice just goes right down your throat. Fire. So, I sent my building manager an email asking if we can change these blinds to curtains. And guess what? He said he wants all the windows to be